Morning, YouTube fans. Here we are in Vincenzo's greenhouse, and I'm doing a little pan here as to the state of the strawberries. Here we are late October, and I just wanted to come over here and show you. We've got some more blooms on the strawberry plants, and they're still producing. And it's, as you can see by the temperature in here, just from the sun, it is 70 degrees, a little bit more than 70. And I came down here because I wanted to see the state of everything. Everything's recovered. All the windows are closed up. There's all the strawberries and the setups for next year's propagation. Although there's my Utah tall, still growing, still going. And we're probably going to harvest him relatively soon. We're supposed to have some weather here coming up where it's going to go down to 33 degrees. So that might really impact everything here. I still have some basil. I also still have some beets here that I haven't harvested yet. But what I wanted to do was, from my previous video, I showed the scions from the apple trees. And what I did was I came down here. I want to put them all in one pot, which is right here, and I've already moistened the soil. And what I'm going to do is I am going to take that whole batch out of the water, bag and all, and I'm just going to take them out of the water. You can still see some of the roots on them there. And I'm going to put these guys into the dirt, and then I'm going to backfill in around them. So we've put them in the dirt there. I want them to get down there pretty low, actually. So I'm going to push them a little bit. But I do want to keep the plastic bag on them. And I'm going to backfill the dirt right around the bag. Where you can see me that I'm holding the camera. I didn't bring the tripod down. I didn't expect I was going to do this. So I'm going to lift the bag up here a minute. Let the dirt take hold of the rootings that are in there. There's one right there, some roots on that one. Let's see if I can't bend him down a little bit. Nope. All right, well, what we're going to do, we're going to put these in there. I'm going to save the bag. I'm going to come over here to some of my grow mix and get a couple scoops of my seed starter, and we're going to fill that in over there. My apologies for the abruptness here. We're going to need one more, I guess. Yeah, that'll probably do it. We're going to backfill in here so that all the roots are covered with the soil. I don't want to pack it down too tight. I want it loose. And we'll put it right in the middle. There we go. Looking good. And I'm going to take the bag and I'm going to stick the bag right back on top of them so they don't dry out. One-handed videos. I love them. And then I'm going to take my water source that I have inside here, and I'm going to give them a good soaking. Now, being in the greenhouse, they will probably be okay here. I want to see if we can't root them. Remember, this is late October. This is zone 6A. Clean that all off. Now, I don't want them in the direct sun, and so I'm going to move that pot. After I'm done, I'll move that pot. There's what he looks like there. It completely covered them. We still got moisture in there, and it'll still allow them to breathe. And we should be okay there. We've got a mini greenhouse inside a greenhouse. So we'll see what happens with that. When I pull them up the next time, I'm going to be expecting that there'll be far more roots on there, and that I can actually pot them up in some of the pots that I've already prepared. I almost always put some cedar chips in the bases of my pots. Keeps the bugs away, and it allows for drainage without the soil washing out. So that's what I do with that. That's my little trick with that. So I also wanted to point out, while I'm in here, this is my Indian dwarf moringa tree, which put off 2 branches. That's not 2 because I dug them up to look. That's 1 tree, and he's still surviving pretty good out here in the greenhouse, even though we've had maybe three or 4 frosts out here. So I kept him in here. The rest of them I took up. I may have room for him in the living room here. I may take him up into the living room and put him under the TriStar. The other ones that dropped their leaves, I don't know, was a difference in the sunshine or whatever, but anyway, I was trying to salvage these guys. I was looking for homes for them, and that was what I intended to do, was to make sure that people had some real supporters, make sure that they had a dwarf Indian moringa tree that I grew from seed. Okay, well, this is Gardening with Vincenzo. I just wanted to follow up with the other technique on rooting the scions, because they've already started to root. I'm going to put them all in one bag. I was going to pot them up separately, but I decided I'll just put them all in there, and the stronger of them all, if they, whatever roots, that's great. I already have a couple of them that are rooting, and we should see what happens. It'll be an interesting experiment. I always try to do some things that are out of the box, a little bit different than some other folks may do. Okay, this is Gardening with Vincenzo. Remember, we can save this planet 1 yard at a time, beginning with your own. You are what you eat, and fresh is always best, and it doesn't get any fresher than fresh picked. Grow as a person, plant a garden. Y'all be safe out there. Happy harvesting. Good speaking with you.